Hi boys and girls and families. I hope that you guys are all doing really well, and I hope that you have been enjoying time with each other, practicing writing your names and counting. And I really enjoyed seeing some of the pictures that you guys sent of the butterflies you made from the last video I created. And so since we have been talking about insects, particularly about butterflies, I thought I'd show you what I've done just recently. Do you see inside the butterfly house? We have 4 chrysalis that are all carefully attached to the side of the house, and now we wait. So our caterpillars have been eating and eating, and they got big and they went into their chrysalis, and now we wait. So since they've done that, I decided that it would probably be really good for you guys to learn a little bit about what caterpillars are, what this whole process is that they just went through, and then also what are they going to be when they come out of the chrysalis. So since it's been a little while since we've had circle time, I thought I'd start us off with a song. And I apologize for that little sound. I thought I'd start us off with a song, so we're gonna go ahead and sing Dulce, Dulce.
Chant with a Spanish title, Dulce, Dulce. It means sweet, sweet. Dulce, Dulce.
Dulce, Dulce. Dulce, Dulce. Dulce, Dulce.
Dulce, 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 mamá.
Dulce, 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 dulce papá.
Dulce, 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 papá.
Dulce, dulce, dulce chiquita.
Dulce, 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 chiquita.
Let's do it again.
Dulce, dulce.
Dulce, dulce. Dulce, dulce. Dulce, dulce.
Dulce, 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 mamá.
Dulce, dulce, dulce papá.
Dulce, 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 papá.
Dulce, dulce, dulce chiquita.
Dulce, 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 chiquita.
Well, it was good to do that song again. It's been a while. So now, the next thing we're going to do is something called a pictorial. So I hope that you guys can see this right here. It looks like a blank piece of paper. That's a good thing. You are going to watch me draw what we're learning about today. And the thing that we're learning about today are caterpillars. Take a look at this little fuzzy guy. Now ours wasn't this fuzzy, although he did have a few little hair spikes on him. They were much shorter. Friends, but caterpillars come in all kinds of colors. Some look short and squishy and fuzzy like this. Some are a little more stretched out like this one. I love this picture. And some don't really have any fuzziness on them at all, but that's okay. They're all different and they're all unique. So today we're going to learn about what exactly a caterpillar is and why it's called an insect. So first off, let's start with the word caterpillar. So I'm going to come up here and I want you guys to think for a second. Caterpillar. What letter makes a k sound? Oop, I heard some of you maybe said K. Oh, I know someone said a letter C. I can hear that friend right now. So it's C A T E R P I L L A R. Caterpillar. And I just happen to have my picture. Look at this little guy. I have a little green caterpillar. Now, caterpillars are insects. so are butterflies. Insects have very important body parts. You guys can do this with me. They have a head, and then they have a thorax, and then they have an abdomen. Okay? Head, thorax, abdomen. Head, thorax, abdomen. 3 body parts. 3 body parts. All insects have 3 body parts. So let's go ahead and start here with our caterpillar's head. So their head is mostly a giant eye, okay? And they have their little mandibles down here that they use to eat leaves. This is good news, friends. They love to eat leaves, and they eat a lot of them. Okay, now head. Before I start writing the letter. Oh, yep. H. So H-E-A-D. And they say that it's a simple head. Or that it has actually simple eyes. So that makes it so that this is all pretty much just a nice big eye. And it's got all these little dots on it. It's so that it can see things really well. So it has simple eyes. It has 2 of them. Simple eyes on its head. Now, friends, you can't see the other side. So this is just one side of the caterpillar. Now, the next part of our caterpillar is the thorax, the chest part. And of course, I'm going to use a red. Now let's see. Thorax. That has 2 letters that join together. So let me draw it. Okay, so the thorax is right here. And part of the thorax is where the caterpillar's legs are. Caterpillars have 6 legs. So here we go. We're going to go 1, 2. There's 3 on this side, and then there would be 3 more on the other side. So there's 4, 5, 6. Okay, and this is all part of the thorax. T-H-O-R-A-X. The thorax. And our caterpillars have 6 true legs. And if you look very carefully right here, you'll see their little legs right here. They have 6 of them. And that helps them to climb along when they're going on branches and climbing on leaves. They need these. So I'm going to write over here in red also, true legs. Okay, because you're going to find out they have some other legs, but they go away when it becomes a butterfly. But they have 6 true legs. Can you guys say that with me? True legs. And how many? Okay, and I'm going to make sure you guys can see this. Can you see right down here? I'm going to write a big number 6. Oh, my curve was a little messy there. Sorry, friends. There's 6. 6 true legs. Next is the middle part of our caterpillar. I'm going to kind of scoot it over a little bit. Can you see okay still? Oh, yeah, okay. So, the next part of our caterpillar is the abdomen. So I'm going to go ahead and draw it right here. It's this middle part of our caterpillar. Yeah. Now, caterpillars look like they have lots of body segments to them. It's just how they've been created. And right down here, oh, I'm going to draw some other legs, which I'm going to tell you about in just a minute. But right now, I'm going to write the word abdomen. What letter does abdomen start with? Yep, a letter A. So I'm going to make an A right here. A, B, D, O, M, E, N. Abdomen. Now, you probably noticed that I drew some legs down here. Oh, I need to add the little extras on the other side. Let's see here. Let's count them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These funny little legs are called pro legs, and they have little suction cups on them. That helps the caterpillar to hang on when he's walking along branches and across leaves while he's eating, because they love to eat. So they call these legs pro legs. P, p, p. What letter does pro leg start with? P. Okay, so we're going to make a nice big P. P-R-O-L-E-G-S. Pro legs. There's 8 of them. So I'm going to draw a nice big number 8. And let's see here. Which of my photos shows a really good picture of pro legs? Actually, this one I have. Let me turn it over first. There's the smaller picture, but I'm going to bring the bigger one closer to you. So check it out. So you can see up here, there's the true legs. And then right here, look at these. Those are the pro legs. And he has 4 on one side, and if you looked at the other side of him, there would be 4 more. So do you notice how there are nice little suction caps on it? That's, like I said, to help him hang on so he doesn't fall off. They're very delicate. I know this looks like a big caterpillar, but he's only actually probably about this big in real life. I just made the picture bigger so it's easier to see. So caterpillars are very delicate, and they have to have these suction cup legs to protect themselves, to be able to hang on so they don't fall off. Now, the last part is the back end of the caterpillar, and he's got this really cool thing called a clasper. Okay, so I'm going to show this to you. So let's draw it on here. Okay, and you can see where I'm at. So this is the back end of the little caterpillar. And this is kind of like a little hand, like this. It's called a clasper. Oh, there's that k sound. It starts the same letter as what we started with up here. You're right, a C. So clasper starts with a C. C, L, A, S, P, E, R. I hope I'm not in the way. There it is. And this is what a clasper looks like. I'll bring this picture a little closer. This person actually has their finger. The little caterpillar is holding on with his finger onto the man's finger. Excuse me. So a clasper is what they use to hold on to things, and I think, if I remember correctly, the silk comes out of that, a special little string, and that's what the caterpillar used to wrap around his body. But this is very important, because if he lets go with his legs, he can still hang on to things with his clasper. The word clasper means to clasp something. So, and then friends, the last piece of this is what do caterpillars eat? Plants, leaves, lots of them. So you can see, oh, look at this little guy. He's so cute. He looks so fuzzy. He's eating these leaves. Now, the mama butterflies, they know what their babies like to eat, the little caterpillars. And so when they lay their eggs, they make sure to put them in a spot where their babies can find lots of good food. And they eat a lot of leaves until it's time for them to become a butterfly. So friends, this is what a pictorial is. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I want you to try to remember it. And I also would like to read you a really quick story before we go. So today, I got us the book called Nibbles' Garden, Another Green Tale by Charlotte Middleton. And I'm sorry for the glare. I'll try to tip it so that you can see the pictures really well. So, it all begins right here. If there was one thing Nibbles, by the way, this is Nibbles, he's a character. One thing Nibbles loved almost as much as playing soccer, it was gardening. So this little guy loves to garden. Nibbles' dandelions were the tastiest in the whole of Danderville. They had even won prizes. But growing prize-winning plants was too much work for just one guinea pig. So guess what? So Nibbles was very happy when he met his new neighbor, Posy. There's Posy. So now we have two characters in our story. Nibbles and Posy worked in the garden together. They also played soccer and went on picnics. Soon they became best friends. One day, Nibbles heard a strange sound coming from his dandelions. Munch, crunch, crunch, munch, crunch, crunch. 6 very hairy caterpillars were eating his prize plants. Okay, so let's take a look here, friends. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, there's 6 of them there. Nibbles didn't know what to do. He couldn't let them munch his dandelions. Then Posy had a great idea to keep the caterpillars. Oh, they're going to keep them? I wonder what they'll put them in. Do you guys have any ideas of what you could put caterpillars in? They decided to keep them as pets. Nibbles and Posy wrote a list of all the things they might need to look after their caterpillars. Now, I'm going to read the list to you. You ready to hear it? It says, little woolly socks, glasses of milk and jelly beans. Do you think caterpillars like milk and jelly beans? I don't know. Ping pong balls for playing soccer, small hairbrushes. And look, check this out. Over here, they drew their caterpillars. Well, they took this whole list to Mr. Rossetti in the cafe. He knew everything about everything. It's kind of nice to have a friend like that. Mr. Rossetti looked at the list and made a few suggestions. Now, friends, he put an X through the little woolly socks, but he wrote down clean jars and he made a check mark. Next, he put an X next to the glasses of milk and jelly beans. I guess they don't need those. And instead, he wrote juicy leaves for munching and he put a check mark because this is something they need. Oh, he put an X through ping pong balls for playing soccer. I guess they're not going to be playing soccer with their caterpillars. Instead, he put twigs for climbing and put a check mark. Then, small hairbrushes. Oh, they're not going to get brushed. He put an X. He said no hairbrushes. Instead, he put on here lids with holes for plenty of fresh air. And he put a check mark. He even had some clean jars to give to Nibbles and Posy. He told them how to look after their new pets so they'd know exactly what to do. How exciting for them. So, here we are. It says, Nibbles and Posy love their new pets. They were the happiest caterpillars in Danderville. Check it out. That's a pretty cool habitat. Friends, a habitat is a place where animals can live. And they got bigger and bigger and bigger But then, uh-oh, they were gone. Oh no, friends. Not a single wriggling caterpillar to be seen. Not a single munching sound to be heard. It was quite a mystery. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna hold the page up close. Take a look. Do you see that? Where did they go? Nibbles and Posy were determined. That means that they really wanted to find something out. They weren't going to give up. They wanted to solve the mystery of their missing pets. They made some posters. So on this poster, they wrote, "Lost, 6 caterpillars." And then they drew each one, and they wrote, "Have you seen them?" And they put these up. So they made posters. Have you ever made a poster for something that you lost? They put them all over Dandeville. Can you see where they put the posters? Over here by Dandeville Bakery. Oh, look there's a poster right there. And another poster over here in the cafe. Posy and Nibbles were worried. Nobody had seen their caterpillars. Then an email from Mr. Rossetti popped up in Nibbles' inbox. It says, "From Mr. Rossetti to Nibbles. Subject, lost caterpillars. Please bring your jars to the cafe." I wonder why he wants to see the jars. Mr. Rossetti examined the jars very carefully. He lifted off the lids, and out of the jars flew. Now, what could be inside the jars that would fly? Does anybody have an idea? Let's check it out. Look, friends, 6 beautiful butterflies. "You see," said Mr. Rossetti, "when you lose a caterpillar, you find a butterfly. The mystery was solved." I have a feeling ours are going to be doing this soon too. Nibbles and Posy made some new posters so that the guinea pigs of Dandeville would know what had happened to the caterpillars. And on their posters it says, "Found." The posters that Nibbles and Posy made were so nice. They were hung in the Dandeville Art Gallery for everyone to see. And there's their pictures. This one here is the first one they made that says, "Lost 6 caterpillars." And then here is the ones that say "Found." What did they find? Butterflies instead. And that is the end of our story. Well, boys and girls, I really hope you enjoyed today's circle time with our pictorial about a caterpillar and also our story. I will look forward to making more videos for you so that you can continue learning, and I hope that you have a lot of fun with your families. And by the way, next week is going to be spring break. So I will talk to you later. Have a wonderful day. Bye.